Hey there, Conan. So your show, it's not that bad, but even though you graduated from Harvard, you're pretty much a moron, and you've been making the same mistake every single day that your show has been on the air. Uh, my friends and I, we're a bunch of astrophysics students from Pennsylvania State University, and we're here to tell you about the problem that you have with your moon. We found an error. Your moon is just too big. See, there's this thing called the Roche limit, which is the distance that two bodies that are held together by gravitation cannot be within, or else tidal forces will tear the smaller one apart. And for the Earth-Moon system, the Roche limit is equal to 2.44 times the radius of the Earth times the quantity of the average density of the Earth over the average density of the Moon to the 1/3 power. When you plug in appropriate values of 6,378 kilometers for the radius of the Earth and about 5.5 grams per cubic centimeter for the Earth's density and 3.346 grams per cubic centimeter for the Moon's density, we end up with a value of 1.84 times 10 to the 7th meters. And we're going to show you that your moon would be much closer than that and would kill everyone.
First, we had to make some assumptions. Our first assumption was that the moon is approximately the same angular diameter as the size of your couch, which is 3 feet. And we assumed that the nearest distance between you and the camera was 15 feet.
So once we've made these assumptions, then we can find the angular size of the moon in the sky. So we can take the arctangent of the 3 feet assumption that we made here, divided by 15, and get 11.3 degrees for the angular size of the moon, which is much bigger than it normally is. And then based off of this triangle, we can find how far away the moon would be based on that assumption. And what we find is that the distance to the moon is 1.76 times 10 to the 7th meters, which, as you can see, is less than the Roche limit. So therefore, the moon would be ripped apart and everyone would die.
So even if the moon would somehow survive this encounter, the tidal acceleration would be 0.005 meters per second squared on the Earth, which translates to a tidal height of 9.399 miles, which, just for reference, Mount Everest is 5.5 miles high, so the tides would be so large that it would literally wipe humanity off of the face of the Earth, and we would all be put into horrible, watery graves. So to give our final verdict, we have our very own, diverse African American straight from Morocco to help determine why you are wrong.
Alright, Conan, we understand you like to exaggerate the size of certain things, but seriously, get your shit together. The moon is twice as large as Jay Leno's ego, and twice as destructive.